Jumanji, The Next Level is the sequel to Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which came out 2 years ago and was surprisingly very successful and very popular. So in this sequel, it's about the original characters. They're all off to college, they're all coming back from winter break, and they all have to go back to Jumanji once Spencer is trapped inside the game. I'll first talk about what I really liked about this movie. I thought the movie was really funny. I think the cast did a really good job again. You can obviously tell they're having a lot of fun playing these characters. I thought The Rock was hilarious as Danny DeVito. It was like a PG version of Frank Reynolds in The Rock's body. I was very surprised by his performance. It was actually really funny. Probably one of the funniest performances of the whole movie. Karen Gillan plays the same character once again. She does a good job. But I thought Kevin Hart was really funny in this movie. I thought him playing an old Danny Glover was so funny. There's just a lot of times we'd see crazy shit happen and be like, what in the Sam Hill? So everyone does a great job. Jack Black is great again. The Rock is really great again. And Kevin Hart, I'm really glad he plays something a little different than he did in the first one, because that was my issue. He kind of plays the same character he always plays in every movie. I was glad to see in this one he played something different. So everyone does a great job. The whole team does a great job. And like I said before, the movie's very funny. There's some jokes that are rehashed, but it's still a very funny movie. Another thing I liked about this movie, I thought the action was done really well. It was done a lot better than the first one, and the CGI is a lot better in this one than it is in the first one too. And the last thing I liked about this movie was the message. It was very touching, just like the first one. The first one had a pretty touching message too. It's a little rehashed from the first one, but they also have another message that I think works, and it's a good message to tell kids and people who are going to see this movie. Now I want to get into what I don't like about the movie. The best way I can compare this movie is it's a lot like The Hangover Part 2. It's essentially the same exact movie, but with different plot elements, but not so different that the movie's different. You know what I mean? It all feels the same. About halfway through this movie, I realized they've used the same plot points, the same jokes, and the same elements as Welcome to the Jungle did. I found that very disappointing. When I'm reviewing a movie like Jumanji: The Next Level, I understand this movie is made for families and kids to go see, to turn your brain off, go eat some popcorn, have fun at the movies. But when this movie is essentially just a recycled version of Welcome to the Jungle with slightly new elements and some new characters, I have to criticize it. I think that's just kind of lazy, and it's kind of disappointing. Yes, the movie's still funny, but The Hangover 2 is still funny. It's just not as good as the original, and the jokes aren't as funny as the original. You can still have fun with The Next Level. It's just not a very different or unique movie. Also, my last issue of the movie is the ending. Yes, it has a touching message, like I said, but a character does something that I just found very hard to believe. I thought it was actually very stupid. I was like, no way. That doesn't make any sense. What? That kind of took me out of it. I thought it was stupid. Everything else on the ending was fine, but I just thought that was dumb. And they set up a sequel, which I'm curious to see what they do with the sequel, because it sets up new elements, new ideas that would be different from The Next Level and Welcome to the Jungle. So it'd be a different take on this new Jumanji video game world, which I think would be interesting to see. In the end though, Jumanji: The Next Level, it's still a fun movie. You can go see it and have fun, turn your brain off, and just have a good time. But it's not as good as Welcome to the Jungle. It's not as funny as Welcome to the Jungle. It's not as touching as Welcome to the Jungle. The only thing that's better in The Next Level is the action. It's helmed a little bit better. But that's not good enough to say it's a better movie than Welcome to the Jungle. I'm going to give Jumanji: The Next Level a 6. I'm curious to see if they're going to make a third Jumanji movie, because, like I said, what they show would be interesting. Not going to lie. So, what do you guys think of Jumanji: The Next Level? Please comment below and let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and click here to see more of Davey Dave's Takes.